Welcome back, everybody, to the GDQ Hotfix Schmovement night. My name is Jyggy, and before we get into this crazy Celeste run, Celeste 64 run, I have a question for you. I have a question for you in the chat. So everyone pay attention. Right now, I'm clapping. Pay attention. Did you know that GDQ 2025 is coming at you live from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania from January 5th through the 12th, and registration and hotel bookings are open now. You can visit gamesdonequick.com and check out the GDQ 2025 important dates section and learn more about that. The GDQ 2025 schedule is also out. So again, if you go to gamesdonequick.com/schedule, you can check it out and let us know what you're most excited about. I know I'm very, very, very excited about the Metroid map randomizer that's going to happen with some really good friends of mine. Also, just to let you all know, we have a second round of submissions for games and for runs that are coming up. So if you're a speedrunner and you speedrun a game that came out after September 6th, we have a second round of submissions that are going to open Friday the 15th, aka tomorrow. So you better get those in. That goes from the 15th to the 24th. So you only have a few days to get those second round of submissions in there. Pretty awesome. All right, with that, I'm ready to rock and roll. King J, are you ready for some Celeste 64?
Oh, I'm definitely ready. Thank you so much, Jyggy. Hi, everybody. My name is KingJO444. I'm also very excited for GDQ, by the way. I just want to point that out. I think that Astrobot run's gonna be cool. I think that runner's pretty awesome. I've heard. I think his name's King J as well. It's kind of weird. Anyhow, so this is Celeste 64. This is a free game that released earlier this year. It was for the 6-year anniversary of Celeste, and it's on PC. It's basically 3D Celeste, and it's very difficult and has some sick movement, you could say. And there's gonna be I'm saying this now because this run's going to go at you really quickly, and there's also going to be a lot of time that I won't be able to speak, which is why I have my commentator here.
Hi, yeah, I'm Paul Isla. I'm going to be yapping during the run because he's going to be focused. Yeah, this game is very fast-paced. There's basically no downtime, and it's going to go through very, very quickly. And you will see that the first like 3 seconds already has a crazy strat that we do. So yeah, it's going to be very quick. We'll go through it. Brief history on this game. This game was released pretty recently, last year.
This year.
It was for the this year.
It was January this year.
Gotcha, yeah, for 60-year anniversary, and it was made in a week by the dev team, and super grateful for that. Ended up being really, really fun.
Yeah, and by the way, oh, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, when I found out that this game existed, I downloaded it real quick. I plugged in a controller, and I was like, oh, I want more of this. That's what it was. So I'm excited about this. This is a 100% run, right?
Yeah, so we're getting all 30 strawberries that are in this one level, Forsaken City. This run is actually really difficult. There's a bunch of, especially at the end, there's a bunch of like frame perfect jumps and stuff like that we're gonna do, and some pretty cool launches. The last time I did this run was at PAX West. I actually had the co-creator of Celeste on my couch, which was crazy. So cool to run it back again. So I think we're ready to go. Oh yeah, also I can plug myself. I was also a former world record holder for this game. It's changed a lot since then. So anyhow, without further ado, I think I'm gonna start focusing, and I'm gonna let Koala Ilo yap away. So without further ado, we'll start in 3, 2, 1, go.
So yeah, so this first jump right here, we're gonna have 3 main mechanics: dashing, extended dashes, and kind of like side flips, almost like Mario side flips, where you get a nice boost to height. It doesn't really look like it, but you're gonna get a lot more height. So here we're gonna have first cassette. There's a couple of these.
You also saw that launch, by the way. You'll be seeing a lot more of that. That's the tight jumps I was talking about.
Yeah. So these cassettes are notoriously difficult in the run. They're some of the hardest parts, and There's going to be one at the end. We already discussed it, but it's going to have some frame perfect jumps, and it's going to be pretty difficult. But yeah, that's going to be the last berry, and it could make or break the estimate. It's not going to go past estimate, but yeah.
Also, shout-outs to Mario 64 and Mario Sunshine. If you can't tell, kind of inspirations for this.
Yeah. A lot of the design is inspired by it. So yeah, we already collected 4 berries, and now we're on our second set. This one is not too bad. We're just going to be using a bunch of momentum from these moving blocks right here.
Didn't even need to dash. There you go.
Didn't even need to dash.
So yeah, this is flying at you really quick. I understand. This is a very short run. My PB is about 7 minutes 50 seconds. So, and that's in-game time, by the way. There is an in-game timer at the top left. Obviously, RTAs could be a little bit different than that, just like Celeste beforehand.
And also, a very important thing to note that we're going to be collecting some checkpoints. Death warps in this game save a lot of time. There was a lot of, like, the first couple weeks of the game, even month, a lot of time was spent interacting because there's a lot of different death warps you can do. And that's how we save a bunch of time getting each berry, because they're pretty spread out in this, but because of death warps, because of using death warps, we can cut a bunch of time.
Yeah. Now look, I know you wanted some Schmovement here, Jyggy, right? So I'm gonna do some Schmovement. All right. We're gonna do some sick launches here. Starting off with this one. This one's very tight, so if I get this, I'll be hype. And there we go.
Nice.
Whoa! A little Schmovement.
Oh, there's more where that came from. Here's another one here with a bunny hop.
Bunny hop.
Nice. There we go.
Oh!
And one more for good luck.
Schmovement hype.
One more for good luck here.
One more.
Nice.
Oh, you're just flying around the map.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is the world record route. This is, so when I ran this game, when it came out, right, I was world record holder for like a week-ish. Like, I was trading world record back and forth with my good friend Lori, and this route is so much different than how it used to be. Like, we used to do stuff a lot differently, and then we found out we can fling ourselves in every direction, and here we are.
Here we are. Yeah. Not really much going on for the next few berries. However, in a few berries coming up, we're gonna have pink skip, and basically we're going to save a dash. So we're gonna have these pink crystals that give us double dashes, and we have to save it for one of the berries. But we're gonna do some little skips so we can get to it a bit quicker.
Yeah, it's one of the hardest jumps in this run, and it's about halfway through. So. Also, right here we have these block switches. You saw in that last cassette that we don't use them, like, at all. And you're gonna see that here again. The developers, they want you to collect some block switches to open up the skate. We could just, dash over top of it like that. There you go.
And also important, we use the momentum of going up in the golden feather to skip that second one.
And we should also, yes, and we should also mention, by the way, that we're doing 100% because 80% is literally 14 seconds, which is just getting to the top of the map. So if you want to run that, go for it. I've never ran it because it's just kind of dumb in my opinion. I prefer something like this length if we're gonna do a short run. I don't want it to be less than 20 seconds.
Yep, and has better movement.
Way better movement, yeah. Alright, so right here, this is like the only thing that I found for this game was that you're supposed to grab these blocks, these walls to make them fall down. But I found out that you could just, with well-placed dashes, dash over every single one of them. And so that's much faster. And so we just chain these double dashes, and there we go, nice.
Nicely done. Alright, so coming up soon, we'll have pink skip. We're just gonna get a few more, and then...
Yeah, so this is the pink hair here, and for pink skip, like we said, there's a berry that needs us to have pink hair, which means we need to get over there without dashing. Normally, casually, you'd have to walk around the entire level, and it's really slow, really boring. That's what we did for the first day. Then we found out that you can do this very precise jump here, where we're gonna fling ourselves again. Oh, first try. Okay, nice.
Nice.
That's very hard to do. Shout out to Paradash. I used to do a different version of that. Parrot found that you could actually just get straight over to that platform like I just did there, and that's how everybody's done it since then.
Also, minor skip of using both dashes that we conserve to just skip the entire climb up there. And now we're gonna have a few more berries, a few more death warps. We're gonna actually get to the top and then grab another cassette. First we got this one here. This one is a personal favorite of mine. It's very, very cool.
This is a cool one. When they teach us, this is actually where they teach you how to side flip. And once again, more lock switches, but guess what? We don't need them.
We just fly.
We just jump.
Nice.
We just noom, which is what Maddie does very well in this game.
Yep, also, yeah, straight on to our next set.
Yeah, also there's characters in this game that you can like talk to and stuff like that. Like there's Battleline, Granny, Theo, and it does actually progress the storyline from Celeste. Obviously we won't get to see them. We will see Battleline at the end, but if you, like I said, the game is free, so feel free to download it and check out where the characters ended up after the story of the main game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's basically canon. It's honestly a lot of effort put in. Nice.
Also another launch there. Now we're gonna go ahead and jump down here. Now, Belto, would you like to explain really quick why I'm playing on 1.0.1 and not the current version? Do you know?
I have a general idea. So
Okay.
This berry right here, if I remember correctly, was very bugged in later versions, and also was just a lot more difficult.
This
I
one?
don't remember exactly what they changed, but
That's it. Okay, so he's feeding false information. I didn't know if you knew this or not. Okay, so the reason why we're playing on version 1.0.1 is in later versions they patched out the ability to climb into spikes. Like the game just won't let you do that. And for a skip in the final cassette, we do that for a big jump that we're gonna do. That's like very, like a few frames that you have the chance to do it. You can't do that in the current patch, so this is why this patch is fastest. But anyhow, this is a very good run so far. So we still have one more cassette to do, and it's the hardest by far. 3 or 4 really tough tricks back to back. So we're hopefully going to get this first try, but if I do, it looks really sick. If I don't, then it's okay, because it's difficult.
okay, so here coming up, we're in our first launch.
Oh, okay, so that was like 1 frame early. This is the hardest skip by far. Okay, nice. Now I have failed this recently.
Minor second skip.
Oh, okay. 1 more to end it off. Nice. Okay. Wow. That's okay.
Very nice.
That's a very good time. Get ready on time, by the way. And time. There you go.
Wow.
So that's a marathon record, by the way. That's faster than Shaded Master did it at GDQ, and that's faster than I did at PAX West. So that is the fastest I've ever done this in a marathon setting. So there you go. All 30 berries in the in-game time 8:13. My PB, like I said, is 7:53. So that was really good. I'm very content with that. So yeah, I'm really glad I got to show this off, and I would shout out the developers, but I'm going to let Kevin do it for me.
Celeste 64, Fragments of the Mountain. Created in a week-ish by the Celeste team. Maddie Thorson, Noel Berry, Amora B, Pedro Medeiros, Lena Rain, Heidi Mata, and Kevin Regami and Jeff Tangsock of Power Up Audio.
If we didn't have to say it, shout outs to all of them. They're amazing. Specifically, I got to shout out the amazing music by Lena Rain in both Celeste and Celeste 64. Very good.
Special thanks. Maddie would like to thank Sarah and Zed, for their love and support. Noel thanks Yvonne for being chill and cool. Amora would like to thank Kiki, Zach, Rose, and Phil for being so loving and fun. Pedro would like to thank Isa for saving his Git merges, Pedro Damasceno, and everyone from Shinela for helping him learn 3D. Jeff would like to thank his good friend Stelmack. Kevin thanks Zoe for her boundless support, even when it comes to silly projects like this one. Lena would like to thank Bobbin for being a cat.
Let's go! Being a cat, huge.
Heidi
Being
would
a
like
cat
to
is
thank
huge.
Brian for being awesome, and Furi for being perfect. And lastly, thank you to Celeste players everywhere. Your love and passion for our little game continues to inspire us.
And there you go. That's everybody who worked on the game. So like I said, this game was made in a week, around a week, to celebrate Celeste's 6th anniversary. We've mentioned it before. This game is free on PC. You can download it off itch.io, and it's very easy to play and just play for the first time, but also very fun to speedrun, as I hopefully have demonstrated. But yeah, thank you, Jyggy, for having me on. I really appreciate it. I always love getting to show off this game. And thank you, Koala Isla, for helping me commentate. There's a lot that I couldn't explain that I think we covered most of the bases. And lastly, I would like to quickly shout out 2 things. One, I'm actually going to be running this again on Hotfix on Friday. I'm going to be running a custom map that not many people know about called B-Sides. And then 2, I'm going to be at GDQ running both Astrobot and Golf with Your Grandmother. You can pick which one you think is the good game and which one's the bad game. So yeah, I'm very excited for that. Yeah, you have any shoutouts, Koala Isla?
Just shout out the community. They're awesome. And
I agree.
Both Celeste 64 and Celeste members. Some are different. Most are overlapping, and they're all awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that was, again, absolutely amazing. Thank you so much, King J. Please, everyone, go give him a follow. You can go check out King J. Again, in the Twitch chat, we have a pinned message, but then also in the title as well. Absolutely incredible run, and I'm excited to see you on Friday on back here on Hotfix. So